Rising Flight, then back on the inside Apertura, 2 or 3 further back My Bardia Bill, and dropping out of a Timber Cutter, coming down 600 out, and No Anchor's heading right off the track. It raced away from Triptych, then Rising Flight, Rising Lad and Alliston, but No Anchor's heading out very deep on the turn, about 3 in front of Rising Lad, then Rising Flight, Triptych and Alliston as they turn. No Anchor's out wide straight and 2 lengths to Rising Lad. He's back right behind this leader from Rising Flight and Triptych and then Alliston. No Anchor's the leader, 150 metres to go, 2 lengths in front of Rising Lad, who appears to be ducking in behind him. A good gap then to Rising Flight, getting to third from Alliston, but No Anchor's kept going, is going to be too good, and No Anchor's gets the money by a length and 3/4 Rising Lad. 6 away third Alliston, 2 lengths to Rising Flight fourth, then Triptych followed further back. In the field just coming in Apertura, followed by My Bardia Bill and Timber Cutter.
Well, we have a look at this finish again, and Rising Lad was inconvenienced a little bit there in the straight. No Anchors went right to the nearly outside of the track, and then he's cut right back, and I just wonder whether there may be a protest on this race. But No Anchors has won the event, number 4 from 1 Rising Lad and 5 Alliston as they've gone over the line, 4, 1 and 5. 3 Follow My Style, 95 and 55. 12 Piano Player, 120. Sweet Piper, $8.95. 5, number 4 No Anchors, paid $1.75 and 70. Number 1 Rising Lad, 70, and number 5 Alliston, $1.70. Quinella, $2.75. The trifecta, $50.30. And the margin's 1 1/4 by 6, and the time for the 2400 metres was 2 minutes 45.9 seconds. Adelaide race 3 with correct weight up. Number 3 Convari paid $5.40 and $1.45. Second 13 Regal Tapestry, $1.30, and third 15 Sir Les paid $1.05. Quinella race 3 Adelaide $14.65. Trifecta $262.45. Well, now the next race down at Mornington, a very important one because it starts the quadrilla. So let's go over to our experts now. Approximates. 1 Royal Ruler, $2.35 and 80. Number 2 Way Out West, $2.75 $1. Scratch 3. Number 4 King Lark, $16.64.95. 5 April Rule, $73.60 $11.95. 6 Grand Banks, $133.25 24.65. Got a hot favourite here, number 7 Historic, $1.25 and 75. Number 8 Star of Woburn, $64.25 10.35. 9 Surfer's Sun, $27.75 45. 10 Captain Kashmir, $4.75 and 1.20. Number 11, Mr. Tamborinum, $7.65, 1.75. 12 at the Crossroads, $9.90, 1.90. 13 Wharf Road, $10.70 and 2.40. 14 Aussie Duke, $81, 55, 11.30. 15 Busby, $16.10, 2.55. Number 16 North Call, $41.75 and 6.40. And number 17 Time is Money, $115.45 and 14.95. Win pool in Brisbane on this race 4 is $30,707. The place pool $13,269. It's a fine day up there at Eagle Farm in Brisbane. The track is in good condition. Temperature up there about 21 degrees. Nearly all set here as we take you to Wayne Wilson.
King Lark takes up his position, and North Call will be the last one to move in. King Lark, trained by Tommy Hughes, beautifully bred by Bel Marino, having only his second race start today. He did race at Flemington and was unplaced behind Military Plume there. Now, they're all in and they're set to go. It's waiting on the starting signal to be given. There's the light now. Youngblood's handicap, 1,200 metres the distance. And now the starter looks as though he's happy with the line as he moves over to the stand. They're set to go. Racing now near the inside. Royal Ruler began very quickly. Historic didn't begin all that well. He's at him early, going up into a position. He's running about 5th. Royal Ruler is the leader just in front. Surface Sun and Way Out West showing plenty of dash. There's Star of Woburn showing speed. Busby's going very fast, but he's trapped out in no man's land at the moment. He's about 4 wide. Historic just up in 6th place now, just off the speed. Then Mr. Tambourine Man, Grand Banks, Aussie Duke. Followed further back in the field then by Captain Kashmir. Wharf Road is getting well back, and so is April Rule at the Crossroads North, called Time is Money, and King Lark is last. Over the crossing, just short of 600 metres to go. Royal Rule to the inside and way out west. They're together. Busby in third place. Mr. Tambourine Man and Historic just behind them, with Historic getting a run in the middle now, coming after the leaders. Further back, Surfer's Son and then Aussie Duke. Well in the straight, 350 metres to go. Mr. Tambourine Man way out west. Royal Ruler, they vie for the lead. Historic in fourth place, but he's under the whip. Captain Cashmere just behind them, and then Aussie Duke. But Mr. Tambourine Man shot away with 150 metres to go. He looks as though he's got it won, and that's going to really sew up the premiership for Williams. Mr. Tambourine Man is racing away in the run to the line. Captain Cashmere second. Way out west may have got third, just in front of Historic. Then Royal Ruler, Aussie Duke, followed in by King Lark, who made up ground at the Crossroads next. And then April Rule, North Call, followed by Surfer's Son, Wharf Road. Well back, Busby, Grand Banks, Time is Money, and Star of Woburn last of all.
Well, Neil Williams sewing up the Jockeys Premiership there now with a 2.5-point lead. Mr. Tambourine Man in the pink colours with a blue cap, or Cerise with the blue cap, starting to draw away now. And it strides out to the line very well, wearing the blinkers. Very convincing win there. Captain Cashmere runs on strongly to get second place. It's very close for third. Number 2 has possibly got up on the... has possibly just lasted near the rails to run third, but certainly a fader there. 11 from 10 and possibly 2 third in that event, race number 4 in Brisbane. Now, Adelaide race 4 approximates are ready for us, so we'll have a look at those. That's our next race for telecast today. Number 1, Gourmet, 145 and 65, scratch 2. Number 3, Scotch Caper, 195 and 90, scratch 4. 5, Intrigue, 235 and 85. 6, Nam Quetta, 765, 180. 7, Iglesias, 521, 50, scratch 8. Number 9, Regal Playmate, 490 and 140. Number 10, Miss Rimrocket, $173.40 and $27.90. Number 11, Lakeway, $201.20 and $32.95. 12, Magic Pride, $44.25, 660. 13, Olivia's Choice, $960, 170. 14, Pure Music, $34.95, 535. 15, Regal Viking, $99.65 and $13.90. 16, Squire John, $77 and $955. 17, Voodoo's Choice, $26.65, 370. The win pool, 25,000. Place pool, 11,600. Number 1, Shasherpa, 195 and 95. 2, Brash Report, 230 and 95. 3, Real Bow, 1105 and 290. 4, Starondo, 265, 105. 5, Lord Jubilee, 550 and 190. 6, Superior Show, 870 and 230. 7, Red Kells, 5 and $1.05. 8, Royal Revel, 1240 and 375. 9, Magic Glen, 830, 195. Number 10 is Daymar, 1505 and 365. Number 11, After the Prey, 1655, 325. 12, Red Champ, 1265, 390. And number 13, Shoencia, is $18.95 and 415. Win pool there, 27,800. Place pool, 18,600. It's 8 minutes to that race at Mornington.
And on the inside, getting away fairly, Miss Rimrocket. Headed now in the early part by Gourmet, who in turn is headed by Intrigue. Intrigue draws the length in advance of Gourmet, and going through those, Scotch Caper, Nam Quetta. Just in behind the wide Lakeway, and in that division, Regal Playmate. They're jamming up. Regal Vikings there. Iglesias is about 5 deep in a line, can't get in. There's only about 4 lengths first to last in a real traffic jam. Held up along the inside, Miss Rimrocket. Trying to improve between them, Voodoo's Glance, Pure Music, Squire John. Olivia's Choice back second last, and last of all on settling fully is Magic Pride, leaving the far side and working down the side of the course now, and here's a new leader. Working to the lead is Iglesias, and goes out nearly 3/4 of a length in advance of Lakeway. In third placing, Nam Quetta, followed by Intrigue, and then Gourmet a bit deep. In between horses, Scotch Caper under restraint, Miss Rimrock at the rail. Around them, Regal Viking and Regal Playmate together. Voodoo's Glance, Pure Music, Squire John held up. Then further back in the field behind those, 3 lengths away to Magic Pride. Olivia's Choice has dropped the bit and dropped out the last before the turn now. And going to the 400-metre mark, a new leader, Namquetta, took over from Iglesias. Going to second, Intrigue. Gourmet pumped up from Lakeway. Scotch Caper held up on the rail inside of that horse, and then Regal Playmate. And they've got right away from Squire John and Lakeway. In the straight, Namquetta by a length and a half. Intrigue. Here's Gourmet. Scotch Caper under the whip, plugging away. Iglesias struggling. Scotch Caper racing greenly again. Namquetta joined by Intrigue. Scotch Caper's all over the shop, but running on hard. He'll still get up. Scotch Caper's coming home like a train. Scotch Caper ranges up, takes the lead and gets up to win. It's still got a heat to learn, but it's pretty good. Scotch Caper home from Intrigue, Namquetta. They were followed further back behind those then by Gourmet, Iglesias, and then came Regal Playmate. They were followed further back in the field then at intervals by Lakeway. Squire John, a fair run. Pure Music followed then by Miss Rimrocket, Voodoo's Glance, and well back behind those came at intervals Magic Pride, and one of the last ones home was Regal Viking.
Hey, it's pretty good, isn't it? This one, Scotch Caper, still very green, but you can see it bores out and gives one a nice bump there and gets a few cracks with the whip and realises that the boy on top is boss, and look at it stretch to the line. Great win to 3 Scotch Caper, second 5 Intrigue, third number 6 Namquetta. That's Adelaide race number 4. Now, I have a result here from Brisbane for you, race 4 with correct weight up. Number 11, Mr. Tambourine Man, was first, $6.50 and $1.70. Second, number 10, Captain Kashmir, $1.10. And third, number 2, Way Out West, 70 cents. Quinella there, race 4, Brisbane, paid $23.85. Trifecta, $280.50. Runners getting to the post for Mornington, the first leg of the quadrella there. But let's bring you up to date now with the football in Melbourne with Peter Donegan.
Thank you, Bill. And at quarter time, let's take
it all.